Peace to the guys and goddesses on the card. Peace, meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Peace to the high vibration human beings within the university, and peace to the ancestors for working for me, man. I just want to get straight to it, man. I ain't gonna lie. If you've been tuning in, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the love and the support. But I just want to take the time to get straight to it. They cloned us, man. They cloned the spiritual community, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. Because you got to understand, it's a lot of fake energy that's running around within what's supposed to be the so-called spiritual community. You know, when we are in a spiritual war, that which we are in against Zeus and the fog, I warned y'all years ago about as the Kundalini energy began to rise, that these beings would become very terrified of the rise. They will become terrified of the unity. And there's a lot of unity amongst us right now. But at the same time, they can't stop real spiritual beings, right? So in order to eradicate the true spiritual beings, what did they do? They cloned the spiritual beings. They removed the YPs. They removed Rashad, Jamal. They removed the spiritual souls and the Ralph Smarts and even the Rod Hayes and the Terry Wisdoms and the Isis Wisdoms and some of these people that was really doing it to actually help spread spiritual enlightenment, to help the evolution of the planet, to help us evolve spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like it's all about, they have commercialized this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they commercialized it because it's their way of controlling it, right? And they didn't clone me physically, or they didn't clone the teachers physically. They can't do that. And they didn't clone the students. But what they did was they cloned our blueprint, right? And a lot of people that's on their true spiritual journey, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all can literally look at what's going on right now. You can tell that the entire spirituality has been commercialized. Now everybody want locks and they ain't even on their journey. You know what I'm saying? They getting locks to make it appear like they're on their journey. They monetizing crystals, they monetizing speeches, they monetizing everything is done for $1 value. Everything is being commercialized. See what I'm saying? Everything is being commercialized. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being kicked off IG for going live since the information was just that pure. You know what I'm saying? I got off my whole first Instagram page taken away because the information was just that real and that pure. I got kicked off Facebook for the information being that real and that pure. I remember being suspended from going live on YouTube for the information being that pure. You know what I'm saying? I remember when YP had his entire YouTube channel deleted. And almost half a million subscribers because the information he was giving was that pure. You know what I'm saying? Had his Instagram accounts deleted because the information he was giving was that pure. Rod Hayes was getting kicked off Instagram lives, and he didn't have multiple Instagram accounts deleted because the information was that pure. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Spiritual Soul was dropping videos once every few weeks. The information was too pure. He had to start dropping it once every 6 months, then once a year. Like, see what I'm saying? Now into the content creators, you know what I'm saying? Where the content creators, they don't know what it's like to lose an Instagram page. They don't know what it's like to lose a YouTube channel. You lose an entire TikTok account. You know what I'm saying? Because they kicking pure information. Why? Because this shit has been cloned. They have cloned the community. So all the true students have been replaced with fake students. All the true teachers have been replaced with clone replica teachers. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on right now out there in the community, man. You feel what I'm saying? To the point where now when you do get real students that's trying to find their way along their spiritual journey, they don't know where to go. They confused. You see so much chaos and people beefing in each other amongst the so-called spiritual community. This ain't rap beef. You know what I'm saying? How can you call yourself a child of the Most High? How can you say, hey, you here to spread divine love and peace, but you attacking your own black brother, your own black sister because you feel like they give a different download than you, or you don't like the way they get a download, or there's no reason that no content creator and no form of fashion, or anybody that's teaching spirituality, anybody that claim they so for those that are being oppressed, be attacking someone that's oppressed. We supposed to be unified, man. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be unified, standing in unison against the true oppressors, man. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be standing against evil, man. Standing against bigotry. Standing against injustice. standing against the defamation of our character, the defamation and dilapidation of our culture. We should be meditating 3 times a day. See what I'm saying? How many people out there still meditating? How many people honestly know how to meditate? But they'll post a picture like they meditating. They'll put some crystals on, grow their locks out, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they got crystals for sale on their page, but they can't tell you nothing for real about the crystal. They go to Google to get their information. They're not going within. You see what I'm saying? Why isn't it that every single content creator is pushing the message in spirituality? Why are they not all following each other? Why are they not all supporting each other? Why is so much division? Because they have cloned the spiritual community, man. See, they don't have to clone us individually. They could just clone the idea, and now they control it. Replace the real divine teachers with puppets and teachers that are being controlled. You know? So division. You know, and they tried that with me and YP, and we had a little disagreement. He said something on live one time, and I responded one time, and then the internet took it and blew it out of proportion. See what I'm saying? That was infiltration right there. Then they was able to work voodoo on YP and gain control of his mind to completely turn him against me, to completely think I'm his enemy, to completely think, you see what I'm saying? Okay, then they locked me up. Did he ever go back to the old YP? No, he still stayed lost. Under spell work like they did the Moors, man. But I feel like he gonna make a comeback too. I feel like he gonna eventually snap out of that because you can't hold no real God down. Just like I'm gonna come from under this, you can't hold no real God down. See, they have him mentally and spiritually. He's mentally and spiritually locked up right now, but he's physically free. I'm mentally and spiritually free, but I'm physically locked up. You see how they did it? Let me repeat that. YP is mentally and spiritually incarcerated right now, yet he is physically free. Rashad Jamal is mentally and spiritually free, but he is physically incarcerated. But we will rise again, you know, because he's a living legend, man. The things he brought down to this planet, the information he brought down to this planet, he get all his flowers for that, man. He's one of the more powerful guys to ever incarnate in this lifetime. And I'm talking about YP, Young Pharaoh. A lot of people don't know he's actually a real Pharaoh, reincarnated, but that's a whole different lecture. Just like a lot of people don't know, this is my 5th incarnation because I only mentioned one. I'm a true cosmic scientist. I'm a true messiah. But guess who do know that? Those who oppress us. Right? And I'm only mentioning YP and myself right now because we was in a position of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. So that's why they took us down. We weren't harming nobody. We just trying to bring unity and teach true black history, man. I ain't never been racist. But because I love my black people, my Latino people so much, does that make me racist? Because I refuse to HATE myself and love myself? No, they talk to not like our skin. To not like our history. I love our history. I love my skin. Right? So look how they handle me. They want me to make me out to be something I'm not. While trying to clone my image. While trying to clone what I stand for and placing those clones amongst you. But you can't replicate what's divine. I repeat, you can never replicate what's divine, nor can you clone it. You can't clone me. You can't clone my soul. You can't do that. I would have to give my soul to Zeus so you can do that. And see, the community so lost because you got so many people that, oh, he's cloned, he's this and that. Those are agents, though. Real spiritual children know that. The only way they can, because if they can clone, they can make a clone of your physical vessel, but guess what? You are not the physical body. Remember, you are not the body. You are the spirit and soul within the flesh. They can't clone that. This is why you have to literally sell your soul to Zeus for them to do that. Now, once Zeus, a.k.a. Satan, has your soul, Now they can clone a physical vessel of you, and now that they control your soul, they can place that soul back in that vessel. Because if they clone a physical vessel of you, right? Because they only need one drop of blood to clone a physical vessel of you. They got everybody's blood. We've been giving all our blood up since we got here. Since babies, right? But they'll just have a shell. They can't clone your spirit and your soul. That belongs to the Most High. That don't belong to Satan. He has power, but his power is limited. See what I'm saying? So they can never clone the Rashad Jamals, the YPs. So they got to come different. They can't clone the Rod Hayes, the Ralph Smarts, the spiritual souls, the Terry Wisdoms, the Kalais. They can't clone them individuals. All they can do is confuse us and hope that their confusion spells cause us to disagree amongst each other to the point where we do not move as one unit. That's all they can do. But to those who have sold their souls in past lives, those who have made deals with Satan in this life, then they can do that with you. They can also make clones, and then, you got a whole bunch of evil spirits that's waiting to reincarnate. So when they do make a clone, Zeus just sent up one of his evil spirits and put it into that clone. That's why I don't give a fuck if you a baby or not. That baby might have an evil spirit in it. That child can have an evil spirit in it, which means children don't lie. We not the flesh. We got a spirit and soul within the flesh. So it depends on what spirit and soul is in that flesh. That's how that go. That's how that go. So when I'm saying they cloned us, they cloned the spiritual community. They clone what we stand for. They clone what we represent. They cloned it, and they cloned that. And that's why it's so watered down right now. Y'all know it. Y'all out there listening. Listen to this shit. You can listen to that shit. Do like 1 minute, 2 minute reel. And then what you do, you might like it, and then you scroll to that video. That ain't the same as sitting in an actual lecture. That's what Martin Luther King gave. That's what Malcolm gave. That's what Farrakhan gave. That's what a Dr. York gave. That's what a nature boy used to give before they did spell work on him. That's what a young Pharaoh was given. That's what a spiritual soul gave. That's what a Ralph Smart gives, a Terry Wisdom gives, a Rod Hayes gives. Even an Isis Wisdom in her heyday gives. Notice they drowned everybody out. Now they replaced that and gave you content creators. They ain't got no backbone. These folks is making content. They are pushing content. They are not pushing spirituality. They are not pushing spiritual evolution. They are not pushing the Kundalini energy. They are not pushing the word of Almighty God. They are dazzling you with esoteric information that was revealed to them by their God, Zeus, who they worship. Let's not act like Zeus don't know what the fuck he took from us. So when he sees us bringing the esoteric information back, and he see everybody shifting their vibration higher, oh, I get it. This is last trick. Well, look, let me place a clone right to our control and just let him reveal a little information, a little mystical information, or allow her to reveal a little mystical information, and they'll be dazzled and, wow, that's deep. And now they're going to trust that person. But where's that person leading you? What is that person standing for? Are they pushing unity? Are they really speaking out against oppression? Are they standing up against the real bully? Or are they just trying to sell their product? Are they just trying to gain views, likes, followers, subscribers? That's what you should ask yourself. What feeling do you feel when you watch this shit? Do you feel it in your soul? Or you just feel it when you see it? You see it, but do you feel it in your soul? And are we applying the information? We getting it, but are we applying it? Are we applying it? See, I don't want to hold y'all too long. I don't want to make this a long one. But what must be understood is they have cloned the spiritual community. That don't mean we're not still rising in frequency. We are. We still in end game. But this one of his last tricks. Now it's trending to be on your spiritual journey, and that's not a good thing. Because we know this is Zeus's kingdom until it's tore down. They commercializing it. They're making it trend now. Now they want to put it in all the movies now. And then you get everybody saying, oh, we waking up. Well, if we so waking up, why are we still not united? If we so waking up, why we still don't have all our black-owned businesses? Why are we still sending our children into their programming centers to be manipulated and lied to? Why is the black family still not coming together other than for a funeral? Black and Latino family. Why is the police still killing us? Why do we still have a judicial system in place that is so surely designed to make a monetary gain? There's no jails and prisons built to protect you. This is built as legalized slavery. If we so woke, why is all these woke people not speaking out about what has happened in my situation or what they done to YP? I'm an actual example of where we are as a community right now. This was the 60s, though. We would have had a nationwide movement behind what they did to me. They did me like Emmett Till. I ain't hurt nobody white. I ain't led no protest nowhere. All I did was got on YouTube, man, and use my platform to make you laugh, cry, think, and enlighten you. And I spoke with passion, and I spoke from the pain of the ancestors and my physical ancestors and my people who have been enslaved and tortured and hurt mentally, physically, and spiritually since these beings landed on our planet. That's all I did. But yet they so mad at me, they falsify my name, try to call me a cult leader, why I'm teaching occult teachings. Because I am teaching about the culture. Well, you're right there. I guess I am a cult leader. Because I'm teaching about our culture, and I'm teaching people about the occult teachings and esoteric teachings of our history as Atlanteans, not African Americans and Latin Americans, as Atlanteans, as Silenthians, as Anunnaki gods. Now I'm the reason that people is missing. How? I've been incarcerated how many years? So now because somebody watched my channel, allegedly, now it's my fault, whatever they do in their life. But my teachers doesn't say anything about doing anything negative. I didn't know meditating in the sun was negative. I didn't know getting out to nature and making peace with the animals and getting in harmony with the plants was negative. I didn't know telling people to put the guns down and stop killing each other was negative. I didn't know telling people to stop doing the drugs was negative. I didn't know telling our black and Latino brothers to stop trying to be pimps and players and max and settle down and have a family so you can be a father to these children, to these new souls was a bad thing. I ain't no telling these goddesses, these black and Latino women, to honor their husbands and be family goddesses and not whores was a bad thing. I didn't know telling black people to start their own black-owned businesses so that they can have financial stability was a bad thing. I didn't know trying to unite the black race with the white race, those who are not racist, was a bad thing. But yet, that's what they saying, though. And we so woke. We got this whole spiritual wave, but ain't nobody saying nothing. The students can only say so much. I'll talk about the people with the platforms that claim to be woke. No, because they cloned the community, man. They cloned the community, man. That's truth. We not even addressing court issues no more. People just dropping content. We not addressing court issues. People just dropping content, man. That's it, man. That's all that's going on, man. And it's sad, but we're going to get through this spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. You see, Zeus is slick. He understood we was going to rise. He knew that. So he came with another tactic. Well, I was just blend in amongst them. So he told all his fallen angels and evil spirits and devils walking amongst us, blend in. Roll with the flow. They want to preach righteousness, then you need to pretend.
You have 1 minute left.
Then you need to pretend to preach righteousness. That way you'll gain more souls. Because right now they're looking to be taught. So let's give them what they want. And then when they trust you, we'll mislead them back to us. That's what's going on right now, Cosmic Family. Remember though, before they was fallen angels, they was angels. They know our story like I know our story, like you know our story if you go within yourself. Before they were fallen gods, they were gods. Remember now, we family with Satan and the fallen angels. They left us and got kicked out because they decided to do some bullshit. They still know the truth though. So you think they can tell it to you too? Do you not think that Satan, aka Zeus, and his fallen kingdom can tell it to you too? Don't forget, he's the father of deception. The master of disguise. There's no greater liar than him. They cloned us.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Yeah, man, it's end game, Cosmic Family. So I just want y'all to know they cloned the community. It's time for us to go back deep within ourselves. Go back into practicing the ancient yogic techniques of deep meditation. Not just getting on that internet and talking about it. Live it. It's time to live it. Are you applying it? Are you applying it? Come on. Are you applying it? Are you really out there in nature? Or are you still spending your 8 hours a day working for them and then coming home and do you spend your time with your kids and then it's time to get up to go to work and do it all over again? I know that's what's going on. How many black business owners do we have right now? Despite what we witnessed what happened when we know what happened in 2020 when the whole world shut down, it showed you how they felt about you on the security side right there. Job security wise. Are you trying to start your own businesses out there? Are you homeschooling your kids? Teaching them the real truth? Are you? Are you genuinely doing that? And if you are, this message don't apply to you. But I can guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people not. You see what I'm saying? It's just entertainment at this point. You get all this good shit in the video. You see it, look at it. Oh, wow, that was deep. Comment, like it, and you go on with your life. It's time to implement. It's time to implement. It's time to implement. Time to implement, man. time to implement what it is that you have learned. Time to implement cause and family. See, this spiritual warfare, man, is very tricky. And then we in dangerous grounds right now. Because they have, once again, I'm reiterating this for a reason. They have cloned the community, man. Now how can you tell who is who? Even the most negative individuals are dressing up and pretending to be positive. See what I'm saying? See, when 2020 first hit and the planets aligned, we walked into the Aquarius age. And in that first period, you can still tell the difference. But Zeus is a tricky god, man. The fallen god. So I'm gonna catch more flies, more bees with honey than I will with shit. That was an ancient saying. You're going to catch more bees with honey than you will with shit. So I'm losing souls right now because the planet is rising in frequency. This was Zeus saying. So now I'll blend in amongst them. I'll pretend to take the same stance they take, to take on their oppression and their struggle, as if I'm not the one who has caused it in the first place. And just like the ancestors have their messengers and their angels, Zeus has his. Oh, they want to hear about their true history? Okay, we'll take that right now. I'll send one of my messengers, this Zeus now, I'll send one of my messengers, one of my fallen angels, to come with this message. Just reveal a few little secrets to them so they can be dazzled. They believe in him, now or her. Now I just run them in circles and lead them right back to me. And then they started, everybody, all the students that was awakening, they started attacking them. You know how many people get attacked? They don't have platforms. You'll never hear about it. They can't get on their IG. They can't get on their YouTube. Every time they go to comment, their comments get restricted. When they are trying to find my videos, other True Teachers videos, they can't find it and they popping up on their feed. Meanwhile, we gonna flood the community with these clone students. So they can get in there and they spread negative comments under all the real teachers' pages to make the real teachers look bad. And they go under the fake teachers' pages to make them look real. When the real teachers drop their videos, we gonna shadow ban that, so it might only do a few views. But the fake teachers, we gonna open up the algorithm and let all the fake students go click on that, hoping that it lure more real students over to it. Because more people, when they scroll, oh, this video got a million views, they're gonna click on the video with 1 million views before they click on the video with 5,000 views or 1,000 views. Right? That's how the mind works. So the mind automatically assumes that because something is more popular, that, you know, it's better. But that's not true. Yahshua said in the gospel, man, the road to righteousness is a narrow one, man. It's a narrow one, man. You're going to see more people do what's wrong than you're going to see do what's right. If you take 2 doors and you put on this door righteousness and you put on this door unrighteousness, you're going to see 1 million motherfuckers walking through the door that says unrighteousness. And under the door that says righteousness, you might see 1,000 people going under that door. So it's different now. Don't be thinking because, oh, well, this video got a lot of views or this a lot of, that's why I need to be. No, you got to go the opposite way. Hold on. This video say I'm teaching truth and they got 1 million views. This video say I'm teaching truth and they got 1,000 views. That don't make sense. Something not right. You know what? I think I'm going to check out this video that only got 1,000 views. That's where the truth probably don't really be hitting at. This is what's going on because they have cloned the community. But you can't fool true spiritual students. You can't fool those that third eye open. We see you. We see you imposters clearly for who y'all are. We feel you. And everybody might not voice it. But that's why they created Rashad Jamal to voice it. This is not no fancy lecture. This is a real message right now. Ain't no big words in here. Ain't no oohs and ahs and oh wow. I never thought about it. This ain't one of them. This is just a direct message to the core, to the true spiritual populace, to the gods and goddesses, the real gods and goddesses of planet God. Be vigilant, alert. We have been infiltrated, cosmic family. They have cloned the community. They even going as far as trying to steal our thoughts. You know, your thoughts are riding in the airwaves of the ether. Why do you think that you ever thought about something? You think about for the people that eat meat. Oh, you think about a double or Whopper from Burger King. You just thinking this shit now, and then you get on Instagram or YouTube, and then it pop up on your feed. You ever notice that? You ever been thinking for the goddesses that love Fashion Nova? You think about Fashion Nova, then you get on your phone and Fashion Nova pops up. You wonder why? Because they have figured out a way to hack the mind through the nanobots that are already inside the brain. Remember, I was telling y'all about the nanobot technology years ago. What do you think the algorithm is? The algorithm is, y'all better go watch Space Jam 2 with LeBron James. They showed you that the algorithm is an actual entity. It's a being with a spirit, soul, and mind. And in Space Jam 2, his name was Al G. Rhythm, right? And they had Don Cheadle playing him. And he was black. You see how they put the truth in plain sight. What they were showing you that the algorithm, while you thinking that's just some type of computer hardware, the algorithm is an actual being, an entity. Remember, Lucifer is the angel of light. He's the prince of the air. They live in the air. The fallen angels live and dominate the air. The devils dominate the ground, but the angels dominate the air. It's a full-fledged spiritual military attack going on. So while the devils are running amongst you on the ground, seeking to devour whatever souls and bodies they must, you have fallen angels in the air, devouring your thoughts and your feelings, and coming to you as emotions and entering you as emotional states. The whole time, these are actually demonic possessions. These are fallen angels possessing you, but you have been trained to believe these are emotional states. Remember, emotions clog the soul, right? So why do you think the algorithm is one of these fallen angels, right? And this is what, when you're thinking things, you get on your feed and they start recommending this shit to you. Like, that's what I just think about this, not pop them on feed. Yes. They are consuming your thought waves and then feeding it back to you to help them sell their products. Because they have cloned the spiritual community. Let that fill in your soul. And I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to go too deep. I don't make this too deep because I want it to be shallow and straight to the point. Like when you walk in the ocean and you in that shallow part, and you can still feel the rocks under your toes and the sand and the seaweed because you're in the shallow end, so you're still touching the ground. You can still feel the soil beneath the water. But if you get too deep, you don't feel nothing under your feet. You lose your grounding. I don't want you to lose your grounding. I want you to feel this shit in your toes. That they have cloned the spiritual community. Trying to be us. You can't replicate us. You ain't no real God. Y'all ain't the gods and goddesses. Y'all are clones. Replicas. NPCs. Computer programs. That's what y'all is. Trying to mislead the multitude. See what I'm saying? Trying to mimic us. It's just like the superhero cartoons. Every hero has always been mimicked. Remember when Batman had to fight the fake Batman? Remember when Superman had to fight the fake Superman? Remember when the X-Men had to fight the fake X-Men? They had cloned the whole version of X-Men. They had to fight the fake ones. Remember when the Hulk had to fight the fake Hulk? It's always like that. They can't beat us, so now they want to clone us and try to go against us and use our strength against us. But in the end, we win. Divine beings, luminous beings. You can blend in, but you can only blend in for so long. See what I'm saying? The animals who use camouflage and self-defense, they can camouflage, and when they do, they blend in damn well, but they can only do it for so long before they have to come out of that camouflage and reveal their true state again. It's just a phase, and this too shall pass. And you better believe the ancestors is furious right now. They're not going to play with y'all. You think the ancestors are going to play with y'all because y'all trying to play with these true teachers? Y'all trying to mimic the rise? You're trying to mimic the students? You're trying to mimic the true divine messages that were sent so that you can further mislead the lost souls who are trying to find their way? You will be eradicated. Spiritually. Removed. The planet being cleaned up. No matter how many lies y'all cook up. No matter how many of you try to send teachers to replicate the true teachers. No matter how many fake students you try to send to replicate the real spiritual students. We will win. With that being said, I leave as I come. Y'all share the message on X, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere you need to share it. Now we rise. 1.